Продовжуємо роботу в українському кризовому.
We continue work in the Ukrainian Crisis Media Center, and our current topic is International Business Forum Creating Ukraine's Image Worldwide. We have Olga Redziuk, manager, partner at OLEROM, Andriy Godovanets from OLEROM company, Volodymyr Stavniuk from the Ministry of Economy, and Mr. Richard Gerts, advisor to UNICEF project, report project in Ukraine. Good afternoon. I would like to describe the objective of OLEROM Forum 1. This is business development, which we promote for business circles and for youth of Ukraine. The second objective is to reaffirm business image of Ukraine. All those who will attend and who will deliver speeches at OLEROM Forum 1, they are prominent people in the business areas. Then the forum will provide opportunity to strengthen business ties, business networking, and also this forum will contribute to further development of investment policy in Ukraine. Investment and informational policy brings in human potential development in Ukraine. Development of the state and growth of the economy begins with the human growth, and we would like to develop young people. Our forum is for those who would like to change their lives, for those people who are between 35 and 40. They are ready to change, they are ready to turn down their lives. When people attend such fora, when they got inspired, that's very precious. The atmosphere of such forum is precious when people inspire you and show that you can reach impossible, that you can go beyond the borders, and when people demonstrate the way from a dream to practical results, that's very inspiring for other people. OLEROM Forum 1 has one more objective, to open new knowledge, new vision for Ukraine, to bring to Ukraine new technologies. We would like to get access to these technologies. Also, we try to develop mentality of Ukrainian society to make it more advanced country. Good afternoon. On behalf of the state financial and credit institution, we welcome OLEROM company, and we are very grateful to them that they contribute to the development of understanding what innovative development means. For this forum, we will have prominent speakers, Steve Wozniak, who will be the main speaker during this forum, who Steve Wozniak managed to develop one of the most efficient, most innovative, and most successful companies in the world. And he will share his experience. why sometimes our inventors go to other countries to develop their innovations. So our objective as a country is to retain all those inventors in Ukraine to allow them to create here. Another interesting question is social responsibility of this event. We provide for free tickets to 500 students. Also, some students will be able to speak directly to guru, to Stephen Wozniak and other guru who will attend the forum, and to speak to them. I'm Gerts Richard. I'm UNICEF consultant for the UNICEF reform. My colleagues mentioned young people many times, and we believe that many young people will attend this forum. A couple of words about your report is a UNICEF project which carries out free SMS opinion polls for young people, and young people may express their opinion. We have carried out some 60 such opinion polls among youth and covered almost 45,000 young people with those opinion surveys. The role of young people in this event is crucial. They will attend the business forum not just to get inspired, but also to get a push in, to get momentum for their further development. In line with the opinion polls which were carried out, 43% of our respondents were those people who wish to start doing something, but they lack knowledge and capital. Also, our project deals not with only opinion in the healthcare, etc., but it also deals with the youth participation in decision-making. Many organizers of this forum, they are also young, and this again proves the important role of young people in social processes. Up to 94% of young people would like to be involved into decision making. Dear colleagues, now let us step into a Q&A session. Who would like to speak?
Introduce yourself first. Good afternoon, Irina, Kifant Media, and this is the outlet for youth and entrepreneurship. I have several questions. First, Mr. Stavniuk, could you please tell us about the selection of students who got free tickets? Then I will ask second question. Organizers provided the wish to take part in this project to invite young talented students. Information was provided to the Ministry of Youth and Sport, to Ministry of Economic Development, and also information was sent to leading universities with a proposal to provide a list of people who, with their knowledge and wish, are ready to participate in this forum. And we had representatives from Lviv, Mykolaiv, Odessa, Kiev, Kherson. That's why this event is national project. Thank you. So, may I ask a second question? So, question to Mr. Richard. So, and what is the relation of UNICEF with this project? In this context, we are speaking about your report project, and if we take the majority of projects of UNICEF, they are about children. But here we have the topic of youth, and your report sees this as an opportunity to communicate with young people and to tell them about such projects and that they can join and to express their opinion on important topics. So these are people, our target audience, we really care about. So if talented people are gathered in one place, we want to communicate with them and tell them about opportunities they have. And in this way, you report join this event. Do you have other questions? In the June Ministry of Energy. So we have boom of green energy in the world, and Andriy, what about green technology and use, and is Ukraine ready, and what will be in your forum concerning these green technologies? It is difficult to say about green energy issues. Leading countries now at the level of government, they say a lot about it, but introduction of these green technologies are taken care of by private companies. So this forum, this is the forum of innovation. Today's innovations are connected with green technologies, and I cannot say that we will speak about green technologies at the forum. Our speakers will share their ideas about their way, about problems they faced, and partly this will be inspiration speeches and the experience of what should not be done, and while reaching the goals and objectives. So we cannot say that we will move in this direction of green technologies, but this is an interesting question from you, and maybe we should think about it in our future projects that we plan, starting separate forums for women, and maybe we also hold forums on green technologies. Thank you. I would like to add, my partner said it correctly. This topic was not included in the forum, but we know that there are many projects concerning green technologies, so maybe speakers may raise this topic, and also we will have a startup zone, and everything is possible. Maybe some startups will be connected with green technology, so I invite you to the forum, and maybe during the forum you will hear and see how this topic will be included in the forum. Next question, please. Vladislav Nidashkivsky, Ukrainian Interests Outlet. About startups, I have a question whether the state ready to support startups. And we know that we have a lot of talented young people, and the state ready to join different projects, and how it will be implemented, how it will look. First, the state does not have other option. We should start with this. Our country, our state, for 20 years worked for outsource, and we provided people to other countries, we provided ideas to other countries, and these ideas are really efficient and prove their efficiency. And the main task Prime Minister Groisman voiced is the creation of Ukrainian dream, innovative country. So our institution is envisaged by law, and we are investors from this part of the state in innovative projects, including green technology. And a new law will be submitted to the Supreme Council. This is about innovative activity in Ukraine. We envisage a revolutionary model of supporting of startups. This is Israel and Great Britain model. This is innovative exchange and IPO of startup projects, and the state will found this exchange, and every student, any young person can participate, and our innovators, they do not know where to go, whom to address. So we updated the site, and we see that people just do not know where to address to, and we will have a collegium, and they will teach people how to promote their startups. And we believe that this law will be adopted soon, and this will also help to promote innovations in Ukraine. So will it allow to stop this outflow of brains from Ukraine, this young, talented people? We may speak a lot about the problems of startups. The main problem is intellectual right. Second problem is copyright right. So at the moment, private property is not protected so well, especially intellectual property. And in Europe, they do it better. And also the exchange will be created in order that people stayed in Ukraine at the level of corporate law. So they will register legal person, and the share will be bought by state up to 10%. And in this way, we book the startup at the start in Ukraine. So this is what we are told by our partners, and this will be great support. And in this way, innovative business will remain in Ukraine, and we hope for this. Thank you for your question. Do you have questions, colleagues? If there are no, maybe I will ask one question. And what are other value-added areas except IT, the most perspective for investment, especially concerning doing business rating and our position in this rating? It is difficult to say about prospects for investment. Foreign companies are not ready to invest in our market today, and the ministry may provide better answer to this question. Maybe you will add something, but the matter is the issue of legal area is the main. Foreign investors are not ready to invest in Ukraine because they do not know what will happen in several years, in 5 years, for example. So when these issues of legal character are resolved, so if banking system will work better, then talented people would be able to earn and create projects. And if contracts will be concluded, and in trilateral contract, they will be able to sell the startup, even if these young talented people do not have any money at all. Thank you. So green energy. This is really needed, and we have a law on development of green energy. And the state envisages that kilowatt hours are bought by the state from the companies that that are producers of green energy, and this is of interest to our investors, and they hedge this. We have projects for 1 billion, and the investors want to build stations of green energy in Ukraine, and Ukraine is in Ukraine our infrastructure is not well developed, and the only sector that generates 2 billion is IT, only due to the fact that our state officials didn't regulate it, and that's why this area is so developed. So we should not stop at this, and we have powerful speakers, and this is a business project, but they contribute socially, they provide information to students, and also based on this forum, they will hold a contest of startups, and we invite young people who have business ideas. They will be able to present the ideas to Mr. Wozniak. You shouldn't be afraid. You should do your business, and those who do business in Ukraine, they achieve success. And you shouldn't think whether it is possible or not to do business in Ukraine. Yes, we can do business in Ukraine, and there are successful businesses, and it can be done with our foreign partners. And I have a question. Good afternoon. The question to OLEROM: why did you choose this state credit institution? Thank you for your question. You know, we didn't choose. This is the process of constant cooperation. We are a commercial structure, and we cooperate with the state institutions, and I'm grateful that Committee of Investment at the Ministry of Economy, that they saw our activities and focused their attention on us, and they saw that they want to support our event and to provide for economy, for investors, for youth, for startups, to help in activities of OLEROM Forum 1. So we didn't search for anyone, or we didn't reject anyone. So they didn't do any tenders, maybe. And I'm grateful that Volodymyr Valerievich said that this is an opportunity that can influence image of Ukraine and to contribute to investment area. And yes, this is done like this in great cooperation. And there was a previous question about the areas for investment. I would look further at this aspect. For us, it is important to focus attention on education in our country and on patriotism in our country. And this is about our young people, about our future. And we have a lot of talented people. And if we have good legal sector and reforms and economic reforms, but if we will have this foundation, the philosophy of the country, and this will be in the mentality of our people, we would have boundless opportunities in any area, and people will be able to achieve good results and to develop different projects, different areas in Ukraine, because we are really talented, and we should focus our attention on education and patriotism. And I believe that these are the main aspects. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So this is all. Thank you. So what speakers were invited to the forum? And please, what about the speakers at the forum and why these speakers are interested in Ukraine? On the 30th of September, there will be OLEROM Forum 1. It will be on the open area. This is Palat Sportu Sports Palace. And we will have phenomenal speakers. These are people who are pioneers in different areas. They changed completely the view on economy, and Steve Wozniak is the main speaker who represents Apple. Charles Adler, co-founder of Kickstarter, and we know that Kickstarter is the platform that completely changed the view of the public on the interaction of startups with investors. And also there will be a co-founder of artificial platform, Cyril platform, that introduced artificial intelligence for the benefit of society, Adam Chair, and the most renowned speaker of the top level, #1 in the world in leadership and change. This is Marshall Goldsmith. So these speakers are really interesting. They will be for the first time in Ukraine. And Ilya Lauers, this is venture investor who is top 20, and he is the first who introduced first store of mobile applications, and we cannot even imagine this mobile phone without these mobile applications. So this is a person who really introduced new things. So we will have a lot of insights, knowledge, and a view what the world will look like and how our speakers view Ukraine in the nearest future. Why do they come to Ukraine? So they see potential because our country now is in the stage of changes, and these changes are for the better. And now it is difficult, and there are many tasks in different areas. But any change provides opportunities, and if we are able to use these opportunities for the better, then Ukraine is a serious player at the international arena, and those speakers who will come to Ukraine for the first time, they are renowned people, and they come here in order to see us, to see our businessmen, to feel our country. Locally, at site, there will be a lot of communication. We will have discussion panels with all of the speakers of Forum 1, and we will have also state institutions and Ukrainian businessmen, and they will communicate with people and with speakers of the forum about further cooperation. So we invite you to the Sports Palace on the 30th of September. So
на форумі як спікер, а якщо буде, то про що буде спік?
If he will be in the forum, whether he will speak. Who? We haven't heard. We support this forum, but I will be present only as a visitor. Those speakers whom Olga had mentioned, they're interesting enough. That's why we will give the floor to our invited guests. And the last question for today. Thank you for the presentation. Nagorny Sergei, Ukrainian Conference of Journalists. Those people, top-level people, when they are going to visit any country, they already have preliminary information with whom they will meet. Maybe these people, these prominent people, envisage some partner meetings, some maybe tete-a-tete discussions about future projects. In our schedule, we have day 2, where we believe that discussion panels will happen, and you will communicate with those prominent speakers in formal or informal situation, and about investments, about investment attractiveness, about possible project that could be implemented in Ukraine with investor money. Kickstarter, for example. I expect that he will be approached not by people only from Ukraine, but from neighboring countries. So people come to listen to speakers and to find potential investors for their project. Thank you to all the speakers, and let's finish for today.